Today we're gonna do like a Q&A because I've been getting a lot of Q's and you have a lot of questions and I have the answer. Well, I have my answer. I don't know. So first question is going to be, why did I leave Colombia? This is the most common question, so thank you for asking. So I will answer this in a very abbreviated answer. I left mainly because, well, if you've been following my channel, you know that me and my boyfriend broke up about October, November of last year, and so I did leave for that reason mainly. That was like part of the reason. The second half of the reason was my visa expired. So there are a lot of questions on how I was there for so long on a visa, which I was there on a student visa for a year, and then after my student visa expired, I left the country, went home to the US. Me and my ex were gonna do like a civil union where I was gonna get a visa for 1 to 2 years, but since we broke up, I was there on a tourist visa. However, in Colombia, you can stay on a tourist visa for 3 months and then you can do an extension for 6 months. If you go like in July, you can stay 6 months and then it resets in January and then you can stay another 6 months. I did not leave because my visa had expired when I did leave, because I left in May. So I still have about 3 months on my visa, which I did not want to use all my time for my visa up, because I do, and another question, when am I going back to Colombia? I do plan on going back. I plan on going back so I can maximize the amount of time that I have there. So I'll probably, if and when I do go back, my plan is to go back. I don't know when, but if I do, it will be later this year. It'll be maybe November-ish, and then I can use the remaining 2.5 months on my visa. And if I do plan on staying for longer, I can do another 6 months after that by using the extension process tourist visa. As well as you can apply for a digital nomad visa. So if I want to go back and stay long term after that, I will apply for the digital nomad visa. I believe the requirements is like you have to make at least $650 to $700 a month, and then you have to apply. A friend of mine is doing it right now, so when I have more details, I can let you know. But right now, I don't know that much about it. I haven't really researched it because that's not right now my plan as of today. I am currently in Israel. I came here, a lot of people ask why I'm in Israel. So second question, why are you in Israel? I came to meet my sister who was coming here for work. When I was home and I had broken up, me and my boyfriend had broken up, she had an opportunity to come here for work, and I said, well, if you go, I'll meet you. So that is how I ended up in Israel. I'm still here, she's not, but now I'm traveling around. So now I'm doing a bit of more traveling around Israel. So this brings me to the questions on Israel. How expensive is Israel? Very. Imagine US prices. Israel is very expensive. I'm currently on a volunteer gig because I often get asked a lot, how do you afford to travel so much? I work online, I write, as well as I volunteer places. I don't specifically volunteer to get free stay. I volunteer because I want to learn, because my plan is to eventually settle probably within the next 1 to 2 years, and I want to have a farm. So I'm volunteering on a farm right now where I'm learning permaculture. I'm learning how they run like their farm. They host retreats. It's something that I eventually want to do. So I travel to places to help, to see how the farms function, and to learn. As well as it does help cut my costs, but that is not my primary objective. Because if what I can do is if I work more, I make more money since I work for myself. If I work less, I make less money. So being here, it kind of just evens out. And I enjoy it, and then I get to meet a bunch of people. So another question, have I found any more delicious food besides the pita I had in my last video? Oh my gosh, yes. The shawarmas here are amazing. The pita shawarma are amazing. The falafel shawarma are amazing. Plus the hummus is really good here. Oh my god. But the food in general has been great. I tend to eat a lot of pita here, so because the pitas are more affordable. They're like 20 shekels or 35 shekels depending on where you're at. I'm also eating, but here on the farm, I I'm saying there are a bunch of Israelis, so they're doing their like home style cooking. So last night we had a Persian dish, like rice, chicken, and then in the streets I found the kanefi, the shawarmas, rice, hummus. Oh my god, the pickles here are so amazing if you like pickles. But I've been eating a lot of, and then they have a lot of pastries as well. I've been eating a lot of that. If I can find videos of me eating, I'll put it. But I have been also cooking. I cook a lot because it's really expensive. So when places are more expensive, I tend to not eat out as much. Like in Colombia, I ate out because for one person, it's not worth me buying much food and cooking. But here, the food is expensive. But I've been eating, they have a lot of fruits and vegetables here, a lot of fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. The watermelon, oh my god, the watermelons here are like to die for. They're so fresh. Like I said, prices of food are expensive. I wouldn't compare them to big city USA prices, but I would compare them to equivalent to US prices. Like a hostel costs me between $25 and $30 for a hostel bed, not a private room. So yeah, and I did find one for like 21, 22, but food is about the same. I spend about $13 on lunch. Sometimes for a coffee it costs around $4, $5 for a coffee. So I mean, back to kind of not like LA city prices, but US prices. The girl here says Israel's like little America with the prices and a lot of other things. So yes, it is quite pricey here. I don't plan on living this far away from the United States or from, I like being in Latin America. I like learning the language. So I will definitely probably settle down within the next 1 to 1.5 years, 1.5 years. And it will be in a Latin American country, possibly Colombia, possibly another one that it will be easier to get a long-term permanent visa in, but when I go back, it will be determined upon getting a visa, finding property, and going through the entire like immigration process. So that will TBD, to be determined. So for now, I'm just going to be traveling around. I'm going to be traveling here. I'm going to be probably traveling to Georgia, and I'm not sure after that, but as of right now, I'll probably be in Israel another month. And then I will go maybe to, I think, Georgia, maybe Jordan. I haven't quite decided yet where I'm going, but it will be in this part of the world. Since I'm here and I paid all this money to get here, I'm gonna like enjoy. And I'm gonna try to film. I get asked a lot if I can film more people, more food. Yes, I'm very shy about talking to people and filming, but I will do my best. Yes, that is my answer to that. Will I film more people? Yes. It will take me time, but I will get there, I promise. Question, do they speak mostly English? Yes, they speak English and Hebrew here. Almost everyone speaks English, Hebrew, or Arabic. So I've not really had too much trouble communicating with people because most people here do speak English. Like I said, not everybody, but mostly. I have not had to learn, I don't really know very many words in Hebrew, and I usually like to know a few. So I do know a few, but everyone will speak to you in English if they see that you're not from here. But most Israelis do speak English, and then there's a lot of Muslims. They also speak Arabic and English as well, so most of them speak English as well. So I've not had any problems with that. And thank you for those of you who have commented on wanting me to visit your country, or you have family or friends. And definitely if I'm in the area and you know someone where I can go and visit, I would love to do that. So keep dropping me comments, and if I'm in the area, I definitely will take you up on that offer. That is 100% yes. Then I can do a video while talking to people. And recently someone asked me the fine. I had recently, like a few years, oh God, like 5 years ago, I overstayed my visa in Colombia and I had to pay a fine. I ended up paying like 1,000,000 pesos because the lawyer that I had originally contacted didn't actually give me a fine, and the immigration didn't know about it and until I applied. So don't overstay if you overstay in Colombia, they're going to charge you. I mean, they're not going to charge you right away, and you might be able to take care of it cheaper, but I had to pay like 1,000,000 pesos for an overstayed 1 day in Colombia. So be careful and take care of it sooner than I did. Yeah, so that was annoying, but now I know. Now you know. And also, I get a lot of comments about, I got a comment about someone telling me that I was very unprepared traveling. I've been traveling for 5 years. I'm not really ever prepared, and I'm not ever, I'm always prepared, but I'm also never prepared, because when you're going to a country you've never been to, you can watch a million videos on it and you can still not know what it's like, because everyone's experiences are 100% different. You can watch videos on Colombia and people have the absolute worst experience of their life, and then someone will have the absolute best experience of their life. You can watch videos and you can prepare and you can read, and you will still never be 100% prepared until you are actually set foot in that country. And the point of my doing like first impression videos is because I want to record like my first impressions of somewhere, so I have it as a memory, and you can see like what are the frustrations of going to another country, so when something happens to you, you don't say, oh, I watched videos and no one talked about that. So I want to talk to you about those things that most people edit out, because we don't want to show you the crap that we go through as long-term travelers. So if you think that I'm unprepared, I mean, I have nothing to say, because sometimes you cannot prepare for everything. You cannot prepare 100% for life, because life throws you curveballs. I mean, like, are you prepared for tomorrow all the time? You don't know what's going to happen. Who knows? You could have something catastrophic happen in your life and you're like, oh my gosh, what happens? So you can never prepare, and you can be 100% prepared and still things go wrong. So for those of you, for that one person who said that, who will probably never watch this video, but yeah, you just never know what's going to happen in life, especially as traveling, especially as everything that is happening right now in the world. You just never know. You just never know. You can watch my videos and I could do something, prices could be a certain way, and you might go somewhere else and it's a completely different. These are for entertainment purposes only. I am giving you advice from my point of view, my perspective, because that is the only one I have. I don't have your point of view, your perspective. Like, mine is a completely different, and yeah, so that's how I see the world, is through my eyes, and everyone else, you might see yours through somebody else, through your eyes. Obviously, that's how life works, right? But yeah, so for right now, I will continue traveling, and thank you for those who like my travel videos. I'm getting used to filming in public and talking to more people, and it's, yes, definitely making me, I'm very kind of introverted and shy, so it's making me get out of my bubble, and that is also why I have this YouTube channel, is to help me like be better at speaking. I'm much better at writing. So yeah, that is why. And it's, you know, this is not the gospel. This is not like what I say goes. Everything is like relative, and this is just my life and I'm just sharing it, you know? It's just how it is. And you get criticism and you get comments, and luckily I have more good than bad, so thank you for those of you who comment, leave me nice comments. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate everyone who follows me, and I always try to respond to your comments. Hopefully I do, or answer your questions. So yeah, so keep doing it. Thank you. If you have more questions, these are just a few I got. I didn't get very many, but yes, so I will be going places. I might do a poll actually of where you want to see me go. I haven't decided yet, because like with visa restrictions and the area I'm at, and like it can be a bit pricey, so I'll see. Maybe I'll leave a few. If you have a suggestion of where you want me to see and go film, drop it, and I can look up flights, because the thing about traveling and full-time traveling and working online and stuff, it's like sometimes you have too many options. So I just have like, I don't know, so I'm just gonna stay here probably on this farm another week. Like I said, the video will be coming. It's taking me forever to edit because it's so hot here, and I'm sitting with my laptop, but it's really nice right now. But I am outside, in case you're wondering where I'm at, I'm south of Nazareth, about an hour and a half outside of Afula, on a mosha, which is like a farming community. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Drop me a comment. What do you want to see? What do you have more questions on? You know, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.